Okay, it's getting clear now. Shannon Sharpe fumbled the bag for $100 million. Yes, $100 million is what he was about to be expected. And this is how it went. And now we're kind of understanding why it seemed like he wanted to negotiate and settle with his accuser.
This whole situation with Shannon Sharpe is getting real messy. And now Deion Sanders is stepping in, saying something's not adding up. As you already know, Shannon's been hit with a lawsuit from an OnlyFans model who claims he did all kinds of wild stuff to her. But Shannon's not having it. He says it's a straight-up money grab and a setup. He even doubled down, saying half the people around him are secretly glad he's going through it. But here's where it gets crazy. The timing of this lawsuit is real sketchy. Just days after word got out that Shannon was about to sign a $100 million media deal, the lawsuit pops up out of nowhere. And boom, that huge deal is suddenly on pause. Coincidence? Deion Sanders doesn't think so. He says this whole thing feels too planned, too clean cut, like Shannon didn't just fall into trouble. Someone pulled strings to make this happen. And that opens up a real question. Who'd want to take Shannon down right as he was about to level up?
It's women out there that do their homework. They know everything about y'all because you tell on yourself on the gram and on social. So they know how to go get you, thinking you conquering it and you ain't. Because it's all a plan.
You think you run a game and they run a game on you.
But there's another side too. Some folks are saying no one made Shannon mess with that woman in the first place. Even if she was plotting, he let her in. So yeah, maybe it was a trap, but Shannon kind of walked into it. Still, if Deion's saying this was deliberate, then somebody might really be coming for Shannon. Some people think there's a powerful hand pulling strings behind the scenes, and that makes this whole mess way deeper than just a lawsuit or some wild relationship drama. So now the real question is, what did Shannon Sharpe do to end up on somebody's hit list? Did he step on the wrong toes in the industry, or is there something even darker going on? Let's break it down! Shannon's neck deep in trouble right now after an OnlyFans model, Gabriella Zuniga, hit him with a $50 million lawsuit accusing him of rape, along with some other serious stuff. The case hasn't even made it to court yet, but just the accusation alone is shaking everything up. Shannon's worked for years to build himself up, from being an NFL Hall of Famer to becoming a top name in sports media, and now it's all looking shaky. Since the news dropped, Shannon's already stepped away from his regular spot on First Take with Stephen A. Smith, and that might just be the start of more fallout. Word is he was on the edge of closing a massive $100 million podcast deal. But now, that bag might be slipping right through his fingers. On April 18th, just 3 days before Gabriella filed her lawsuit, Front Office Sports reported that Shannon was expected to sign a deal worth over $100 million. The timing, way too close to ignore. That $100 million deal was set to include everything under the She Network. Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Club 520 Podcast, The Bubba Dub Show, and Humble Baddies.
Okay, it's getting clear now. Shannon Sharpe fumbled the bag for $100 million. Yes, $100 million is what he was about to be expected. And this is how it went. And now we're kind of understanding why it seemed like he wanted to negotiate and settle with his accuser for $10 million. And for those that don't know, Shannon Sharpe is being accused of having unwanted sex. And we all know when that happens, like the media is on the frenzy right now. But here's the part was where he dropped the bag. He was about to get $100 million. So we know how his podcast, Shay Shay, had been taken off. He literally just finished his contract as he was signed to Colin Cohard's podcasting group. But Shannon Sharpe was getting ready to be offered all this.
And according to reports, the deal got sparked after Shannon's explosive interview with Cat Williams back in January 2024. The episode that broke records and became the most watched one in Club Shay Shay's entire history. But this wasn't just a viral moment. That Cat Williams interview flipped the whole show's trajectory. Overnight, Club Shay Shay went from just another solid sports podcast to an unmissable spot for raw, unfiltered talk about sports and celeb culture. But here's the twist. That same interview that made the show blow up might have also put a target on Shannon's back.
To see the great things that he has been doing and to know the potential is out there for all of this to be derailed. I'm incredibly sad for him. I'm sad for us as a show because we're better with him than without him. It's like you just, and then I see the zest with which people are willing to pounce on him And it's like, listen, people have been after him since he did Cat Williams. You know, they've been at his neck because of the numbers he produced and the success that it had and how he was able to ride that wave.
Cat didn't hold back. He came in swinging, throwing shots at half of Hollywood and dropping bomb after bomb. And word is, some powerful folks at the top didn't appreciate it one bit. Now, insiders are whispering that Shannon may have made some serious enemies just for giving Cat that spotlight. Some are even saying the lawsuit he's dealing with now might be part of a bigger play to tear him down. Backing that theory, none other than Shannon's longtime friend, Deion Sanders. These two have always held each other down, both in public and behind the scenes. And now Deion's saying something isn't right, and it might go way deeper than anyone thought. Shannon's always had Deion's back, especially when folks were coming at him for his coaching style at Colorado. He's clapped back at the media for twisting the narrative and downplaying Deion's wins, standing tall for his friend during some real rough patches.
Do they know who they hired?
Yes. What part of me? What part of me? Why you gonna make me show out? Why you trying to make us show out? Can we act right, please?
Okay, right. They know, so okay,
They know.
okay.
What you mean by that?
Because I know you.
Man.
And then it's like, well, we want you to be yourself. All right, I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be Cole Friday.
Now, Deion's returning that same loyalty. He's standing firm with Shannon while this lawsuit drama unfolds. And sources close to Deion say he fully believes this whole thing was a setup. Not something that happened overnight, but a move that was planned months in advance, just waiting to strike at the right moment.
Lie spoken. It's sharp, because guess what? They're going to say, oh, the conference isn't any good now. You notice that, Stephen A? So that's what it is. When he was getting his eyes beat out, oh, I told y'all he couldn't coach on that level. I told y'all he was false this and false that. Now they're 8-2 with an outside chance to make the college football playoff. Everybody done gone radio silent. Now they find something else to complain about. Coach Prime got them playing well. They're playing really, really well. I like where they are.
And guess who else is jumping in? Stephen A. Smith. At first, he came at Shannon hard, saying he fumbled the bag when he left ESPN. But now, he's flipping his stance, saying folks have been plotting against Shannon ever since that wild Cat Williams interview shook the table. And it doesn't stop there. Even Gene Deal is chiming in. He's also calling out the sketchy timing of that lawsuit, pointing out how it landed right as Shannon was gearing up to sign that $100 million deal.
You see what happened? That had been going on for years. They let it build up. Shannon Sharpe, y'all know, he was about to sign $1 million contract. So now they got to get out of it because they know what's about to happen. The only way they can stop this contract and stop this thing from happening is put this dirt out. It's time to drop it. Because they know if this ninja get $100 million in his pocket, it's going to be some real problems. Some real problems.
Too many people raising eyebrows at once. Something's definitely off. But not everyone's buying this Shannon got set up theory. A lot of fans are calling it nothing more than a conspiracy cover-up to dodge accountability. Some even think Deion should stay out of it altogether, especially given his own messy past when it comes to women. One fan on X didn't hold back, posting, Deion Sanders and Shannon Sharpe equal 2 women be. And it didn't stop there. Others started questioning Shannon's circle, saying if Deion really cared, he would have warned him to stay away from young OnlyFans models who are only chasing one thing. Another person wrote, where are all of Shannon's good male friends? Deion Sanders? His brother Sterling Sharpe? Somebody should have told him from the jump to leave that little girl alone. Don't make no sense. No matter how loud the theories get, one thing fans keep repeating is this: Shannon's got nobody to blame but himself. Yeah, maybe someone behind the scenes was plotting. Maybe that OnlyFans girl was planted. Maybe it all lined up perfectly to wreck his $100 million deal. But even if that's true, Shannon still made the call to deal with her. He's a grown man making grown decisions. And choosing to get involved with someone unpredictable, especially while building a media empire, that's a huge risk. Even if she had this whole plan in motion, he gave her access. And now he's dealing with the consequences. No matter who set the trap, Let's keep it real. Shannon Sharpe ain't new to this. He's almost 60, been famous for decades, and he knows how the game is played. You can't scream setup when you're the one walking straight into the trap. And then there's that phone call where Shannon straight up said he was gonna choke the ish out of her.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice.
That clip? Yeah, that was the deal breaker for a lot of folks. Even if she baited him, no one made him say that. So nah, the public ain't exactly rushing to defend him. Sure, maybe there's some shady puppet master trying to block that $100 million deal. Maybe people in high places felt threatened. But let's be honest, Shannon made it way too easy. At that level, with that kind of money on the line, you gotta protect your name like gold. Now, Deion Sanders is standing 10 toes down for him. Some fans still believe he can bounce back. But most, they're saying the truth out loud. Shannon did this to himself. But now it's your turn to sound off. Do you think this was really a setup? Was that girl planted to ruin his big move? Or does it not even matter, since he gave her the access to begin with? Even if someone wanted him to fall, is Shannon still the one who let it happen? Let us know what you think. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and subscribe if you want more deep dives like this one. We break down the stories no one else wants to touch. And trust, there's always more coming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.